So for question number 21, the time taken by a student in hours to study is given by a continuous random variable with a cumulative density function. So they give you also the capital F of x, where k is a constant. So now, if we have the cumulative distribution function, how to determine the value of k, this constant? So because it's a cumulative, means that the value for the interval, let's say for this one it's 0, right? So 0, for x equal to 0, we can use the first function and also we can use the second function because it's on between the interval. So this value that separate the interval. And then another value that we can use is actually when x equal to 10, because we can use the second function or the third piece. Okay, so but now let us try for x equal to 0. So capital F of 0 is equal to what? So it's either 0 or we can use the second piece, which is 1 minus k of 10 minus 0 squared. So both are the same. The result should be the same because it continuous. The value should be the same. So left side is still 0. The right side is 1 minus k of 10 square. Okay, so 10 square is equal to what? It's equal to 100. So 100k is equal to 1. So k is equal to 1 over 100. Let's say we want to use the 10. Let's say we want to find the capital F of 10. So what do we get on the left side? We get 1 minus k of 10 minus 10 square. And the right side is equal to, for x equal to 10, we can use the function 1. Okay, this is also true. But if we use this 10, what we get here is 0. So 0 multiplied by k will be eliminated the k. So we actually not finding the value of k lah. So for any examples or question using to find the value of a constant, we can either find by using value that will be in the interval, and we use the different function to compare. Okay, so for this one we only can use the f of 0 lah. Now we know that k is equal to 1 over 100. So our capital Fx, the middle one function here, is 1 minus 1 over 100 of 10 minus x squared. Okay, now find the probability of 3 in between x less than 9 and 9. So for this one, because we have cumulative, so why should we find out the PDF, right? So because the question didn't ask for the PDF yet, so we can use the properties of the CDF, which is this is equivalent to capital F of 9 minus capital F of 3. So we sub the value into the function. Which function we should use? Because 3 and 9 is in between 0 and 10, so we just use the second piece lah. So it will be 1 minus 1 over 100 of 10 minus 9 square minus 1 of 1 minus 1 over 100 of 10 minus 3 square. Right? So, what is the value here? So, 10 minus 3 is 7. 7 is 49. So, 1 minus 49. And here it will be 1. 1 square is 1. So, 1 minus 100 will be 99 over 100. Minus, this value will be 1 minus 49 will be 51 over 100. So, what do we get here? Please check. Is it correct or not? Okay, so 9 minus 1 is 4. 9 minus 5 is 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 5 is 4. So 48 over 100, or we can simplify by dividing it by 2. So 24, or by dividing it by 4. So it will be 12 over 25. So this is for question B. For question C, determine the PDF. So the same as the previous question, we find out the PDF by differentiating every piece of the CDF. So first fx, differentiate 0 will be 0, and then the second fx will be differentiating the 1 minus 1 over 100 of k 10 minus x square. So how to differentiate? Differentiate y will be 0. Differentiate k 10 minus x. This one is actually we can use the power rule. So negative 100 multiply with 10 minus x to power of 1, and then multiply by 2, and then multiply with the a. What is a here? Negative 1. So negative and negative will be cancelled out. 2 divided by 100 will be 1 over 40, 50, and then 10 minus x. So this is our function of x. And then the third fx is equal to differentiate the 1. So we get 0. So don't forget to write down the final answer, which is fx is equal to, so we have only two functions because the other one will be 0 for otherwise. And then for the interval of 0 to 10, so we have 1 over 50 of 10 minus x. When x in between 0 and 10. Okay, so that's for question C. How to find median? Okay, so we have the choices, either to use the probability of x less than or equal to m equal to 0.5, or we can use capital of F m equal to 0.5 because we have both already. If the question has the word hence, then you have to use the PDF lah, because we found out the PDF on question C. But here we have the PDF, we can directly use, we have the CDF, it's easier to use the CDF, and the value, and we have only one defined function, which is 1 minus 1 over 100 of 10 minus x squared. So we sub m into that function, 1 minus 100 of 10 minus m squared equal to 0.5. So 1 over 100 of 10 minus m squared equal to 0.5. And 10 minus m squared is equal to 50. We multiply by 100. So expand everything here. We get m squared minus 20m plus 100 equal to 50. And then let 0 on the right side. We have m squared minus 20m plus 50 equal to 0. Now can we factorize this? I don't think so. So we have to use the formula. So use the formula, m is equal to negative b, negative of negative 20 plus and minus square root of b square minus 4ac and divide by 2a. So what is the value of m? So we found out, and we should take the m that in between 0 and 10. So m should be in between 0 and 10. So what is our value of m? Because earlier we found the value of m to value of m. Okay, which one will be the correct value? Okay, so that's for question number 21.